Let's get the move on. We got so much to talk about. Didn't want to talk about with you guys. Okay, first thing on here. What do I want to talk about here? Oh, you know what we should talk about first. Number one, let's talk about this fucking cover that this guy did, right? Taking the piss out of all our female DJ queens. And of course, Resident Advisor put it on the first, the number one thing on their news site. They don't have comments, so we kind of have a good debate about it. Resident Advisor fucking up once again, but hey ho ho, what do I know? So Resident Advisor put this article up that I saw being shared on social media over the weekend. Black Madonna's always ranting and raving about something on social in a good way, right? I love her. She's a really opinionated young lady. And somebody that's always willing to kind of, put her neck out there and say what's on her mind, not fearing the consequences. And she was talking about something that she saw on social, began to be annoyed. And I didn't even know what she was talking about, ranting and raving about something. Then she linked to it. And I clicked the article and I was like, she's got every reason to start ranting and raving about this shit. This is nasty as fuck. Super, super mean. So this article on Resident Advisor kind of lays out what happened the weekend, how it transpired over the weekend. So the headline reads, Nastia, Black Madonna respond to phallic misogynistic Vakula EP artwork. The cover of Per Aspera Ad Astra, released under his Rocco Siffredi. Rocco Siffredi, it's not the porn star. It's not, yeah. Do they know that? So Rocco Siffredi is a legendary porn star. Why is he legendary again? Is it just because he's a vintage? Is it because he's an old school porn star? Because he's got like a massive schlong. I've got anyway. He's a really well known male porn star who I'm sure. Yeah, why is he famous in pop culture? I forgot what it was. Anyway, there's a reason why I know him. I haven't watched any of his porn, so I don't get too crazy. But there's a reason why I know him that isn't to do with porn. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's his name. So I guess it's something to do with that. But anyway, let's continue with the thing. The cover of Per Asper Ad Strada, released under his Rocco Siffredi alias, depicts Peggy, Nastia, Nina Kraviz, and the Black Madonna capturing a penis-shaped spaceship. Yo, meanie. Vakula is changing the artwork to a recent EP following criticism this week. Oh, he's going to change it. Come on. You can't change it now. If you're going to go out there and be a dickhead, you have to stick with it, mate. That EP that he's going to release, I'm not going to repeat the name again, was released in February by creation label Barber Records under Michele Vitek's Riccardo Siffredi alias, named after an Italian adult film actor. Yeah, that's what I said. The 3 tracks are filled with a titled Per Penis Ad Astra, The Elements, and Code P. The illustrations by Wanda Kuluchanek features the 4 DJs capturing a penis-shaped spaceship. Vakula captioned the artwork in his Instagram. I dedicated this project to my beloved women, where we try to portray the most beautiful dick that those girls on the cover could ever meet, including fuck the system among the hashtags. He has since made his Instagram private. The screenshots are here in English and Russian. While Vakula announced his recent record on Instagram on March the 1st, word of the artwork only spread after Nastia shared a discuss with it on Instagram yesterday. She also detailed having sexist interaction with him in the past. Nastia said, when I met him in 2015, he seriously told me I'm shitty and not even a DJ. But if we come together, he can teach me. I always knew he was such an arrogant and lost sexist, simply idiot, who believes he is the one and only artist, comparing himself to Thea Parrish. But I didn't expect he would go that far. His biggest problem is that he can't handle our success. She closed. Can't tag him here because he banned me last year. Okay, cool. So I guess they met each other in real life, and this whack job had the good, perfect notion. Imagine going up to a DJ, right? Even if you don't rate them, if you don't think they're good, but then telling them that they're not good, but then also telling them that if you meet each other for private lessons, that you're gonna become better. Like, come on, man. You can't be a douchebag and be a creep in the same sentence. It doesn't make any sense, right? Look, you're not good for a while. Women can't DJ, but if you meet me in my room and we both wear bathrobes and we both DJ naked, maybe I can make you better. What? Do you know what I mean? Like, who talks like that? Anyway, I think here's the artwork, right? Did you have a picture of the artwork? Yeah, so that's basically the artwork. So it's a giant spaceship shaped like a penis, as it said in the title. I don't really get the point of it. What is he trying to say? Is he trying to say that women have only got where they've got to because they're fucking dudes? Is he saying that the industry is fucking them? Is he saying that they're fucking industry? I don't understand this. I just don't get it. It's not the best illustration. The illustration doesn't really depict what he wants to depict. Um, Well, it says in response to Nastia, Vakula commented under her post, "I love my ladies, my queens. All I see now is sexism in the opposite direction." He also shared screenshots of her statements in a separate Instagram post and said he will be changing the artwork out of respect for the artist. "This art was designed to collaborate with my friend. My vision was to call attention to the exploitative nature of the music industry. It is not done in any disrespect. I hold a vision of the music industry becoming focused on fame and money, not music, and it makes me sad to see it go this way. Out of respect for the artist named in Nashia's previous post, I will ensure the artwork is amended." The hashtags underneath that Instagram post captioning the art, Peggy, Nastia. he's a troll. This guy's a troll, man. I don't know why he's women are paying attention to him. He's obviously a troll. The Black Madonna also expressed her disdain towards the artwork on Twitter today, calling it fucked up. Here's what she said: "Framing a group as successful women in dance music along with the imagery of a porn star famous for brutalizing women." You got to go a bit too far, brutalizing women. He's a porn star, man. He's not fucking I don't know, Channing Tatum. Do you know what I mean? He's not Chris Hemsworth. He's not gonna wine and dine you. He's not a born again Christian. Do you know what I mean? He's a porn star. If he's not brutalizing women, then I don't know. I would be surprised if he wasn't a porn star and not brutalizing women. Maybe she doesn't agree with porn, but that goes without saying. But anyway, I love Black Madonna. Let her say what she wants. Framing a group of successful women in dance music along with the imagery of porn stars famous for brutalizing women and performing simulated rape and forced sexual contact on our album cover without notifying us. So if you would have notified, I'd been alright. Or asking for consent is wrong in so many ways that I can't even list them. No one needs this. We're all just trying to do our jobs the best we can. I agree. We are wives and mothers and creators and label owners. I agree with that too. This is absolute bullshit, but it's the most extreme end of the kind of toxic, misogynist culture that women have to deal with every day. Vakula can go fuck himself, along with anyone in the industry, man or woman, who thinks this is okay or funny. It's not a joke. It's a tactic. It's a tacit threat and a warning shot that women shouldn't get too successful in dance music, which is true in some respects, isn't it? Because I guess if you're Black Madonna and you're these people, you can be angry at Vakula as much as you want, but you also have to think about what's going to make you really scared and really worried of the industry or really nervous of the industry that you're in is that he is allowed to make this album out cover, right? He's released this under a label. It's a release that came out in February and he redid the cover. Shops listed it on their website. Of course, some shops are going to do it just because they want to get the clicks, whatever it may be. But it's something there's something in you that's going to be like, ugh, is this reflective of what the industry thinks of me overall? That this guy is allowed to operate and have a successful career promoting this sort of garbage. And so far we haven't heard of his shows getting cancelled. We haven't heard the same sort of outcry that we heard with I forgot who the other guy was that I made a video on, that kind of, who got kind of ousted and people were a bit angry about him. So I guess if you're a female DJ, you're going to be worried that maybe the industry has this sort of idea in general. Who knows? Update: Vakula posted another statement on Facebook. Everyone's making statements calling out Black Madonna RA by name. "There was nothing but a joke in this beautiful cover," he wrote. Okay, what is it? "There was nothing but a joke in this beautiful cover. I have no problems with women in the industry, and it's unnecessary here to drag lies supported by a resident advisor about sexism. It was a collective image to show." Oh, why did they let you just do it on the website? It's so annoying, isn't it? You click that and it clicks you to fucking Facebook. It's annoying how they do that all the time. But anyway, they want to get their clicks. Anyway, "There was nothing sexist about it. It was a collective image to show how I perceive the modern system. When in my opinion, the music is already becoming just a tool for using the purpose to some disc jockey to earn big money and fame. In any case, I did not want to offend anyone, but this has hurt someone. I apologize for your choice." Vakula's a troll. I don't understand why he's got to give him attention. He's obviously a troll. How can you apologize like that? "In any case, I did not want to offend anyone, but if it has hurt someone, I apologize for your choice." That's the most backward apology I've heard in my life. This guy's a troll. I don't know why Black Madonna and Co are wasting their time with him. He's obviously just trying to wind them up. That's essentially what he's doing. I guess he's won in that respect. Trolling nowadays is so annoying, isn't it? You have no action. He's not even standing up for his opinion. He's just trying to be a court gesture in that respect, isn't it? He's just trying to be absurd. He's kind of in the same level of like a Milo Yiannopoulos, right? You don't really know what he believes in and when he's trying to troll. It's all kind of one big game, one big ruse. And essentially, when they pull one card away, the whole house starts tumbling down. You gotta stand for something. If you're gonna be a misogynist, right? If you're gonna be a sexist misogynist, just stand up and be that guy. Just say women can't DJ, women don't DJ well, they're only getting paid because they got tits. Like, say some outlandish shit and just stick with it. Don't then say, oh, it was a joke. Oh, it was expressive artistic it's artistic expression. Oh, if you got offended, then I'm sorry that you got offended for something I didn't make you offended. No, don't do that dance. If you're gonna be a dick, just be a dick all the way through. Pun intended. This situation is absolutely absurd. Do you really like to be gossip and spread lies about out of your mouth, Black Madonna? Feels like a hero of the movie, The Matrix. Some people with dirty speech are capable of doing such things. And what's more surprised is how easily you ate this lie. If this is possible in the world of DJs, then I really have nothing to do here. What the fuck is he talking about? Lie? You made a cover art work with women that are well known, that women have. No, this dude is a psycho. This is a psycho. He's now trying to like him. No, if this is possible in the world of DJs, you will not break me by gossip and lie, Black Madonna. Wow. Okay. So this is turning into a full blown beef, isn't it? Sunday afternoon, Peggy Goo shared a message to the misogynist Vakula. Oh yeah, this is really good actually. This is quite a funny video from the one and only Peggy Goo. I'll play this a little bit.
Yo, Vakula, I just saw your EP cover trying to make fun of 4 women DJs, including myself. Well, I am sorry, but not sorry. If you're too insecure to handle success of women, you can go and fuck yourself. I'm actually not angry. I'm more disappointed that you couldn't do a better job on drawing me.
That's quite funny. Not gonna lie, that was quite funny. Little smiley in the middle finger. Nina Kraviz has not publicly acknowledged the EP artwork. So Nina Kraviz is the only one that's kind of like, you know what, just keep it moving, man. She's already had her beefs, isn't it? Remember that Mastioplex thing? But yeah, what are my thoughts? So, I think I've spoken about it previously with my other videos concerning Peggy Goo. There is a bit of a groundswell. There is a kind of feeling I feel as if, like, again, maybe it's me because I go out a lot and I'm browsing forums and I'm talking to people and shit. But I do get the feeling that there is a bit of ill will in the industry or with some DJs or people involved in the scene with the level of success some of these let's say the women that feature on the artwork, with level of success that they've been able to garner, like I say, in 5 years, right? In 5 years period of time. They've been doing it for far longer than that, but let's say you've only discovered them in the last 5 years. It does feel as if some people in the industry have a feeling that they're only being pushed or being promoted forward because they're women. And because there's been this conversation in electronic music, there's not enough women for a representation. It feels as if the industry is sort of in the same vein as Hollywood, when there isn't, when people call out Hollywood for not having a lot of black, brown faces in Hollywood, what they do the next year, suddenly all the films are on the, that have been featured on the Oscars or nominated for Grammys and shit, or nominated for Oscars or featured for like Golden Globes, all this kind of stuff, have suddenly got black and brown faces, right? They always swing the other way just to accommodate people and just to kind of, play into the political narrative that's going on. It's never done from a genuine sort of place. So it's a bit like, it's kind of virtue signaling in a way, right? Or political role play, whatever it may be called. It doesn't come from a real place. So it feels as if the industry has sort of done the same thing, right? You had rumors last year. No, you had the news last year that I think it might have been Field Day or one of those kind of festivals was going to do a 50-50 gender lineup, right? 50-50 split on the lineup, like make sure they book 50% female, which some people didn't really react well to because, you can't just be booking people just based on gender when it comes to music. It doesn't work that way, blah, blah, blah. Big argument happening there, right? There's promoters being pressured into booking certain female acts in their nightclubs and stuff, where some people might say it's welcome because, for a long period of times, they've just been fooled with the same old white guys playing in those kind of arenas in that kind of speech. There was the backlash that happened when the Fabric 25th anniversary lineup got announced and it was the same old faces, nothing new there. Loads of things happening, right? But then as a reaction, you got loads of agencies popping up that are kind of filling that void and trying to represent people. Like one I always bring up all the time is this woman, right? They kind of go out there. They're not as preachers as I thought they would be. They just do the work by making sure that they have a roster full of, female identifying, gender neutral individuals who kind of represent the other side of the DJ electronic music, which doesn't get represented in the mainstream festivals. So it does feel like there is some sort of feeling out there that women aren't being represented enough. There's also a feeling in the industry that that the industry has gone too far in pushing women forward without them maybe having adequate skills. There's also a feeling amongst some DJs, especially the ones that aren't very social media friendly or very social media native or don't look a certain way, that they're not going as far as they want to be because the people that are going that far are very good at social media. Case in point, Peggy, case in point, Nina Kraviz, case in point, Black Madonna, case in point, Nastia, very social media fluent and able to kind of get their message out that way and kind of promote themselves on that platform. So maybe Vakula's kind of reacting to that overall sentiment in the air, but you can't go around, depicting people on your EP cover in that way. Then when you get called out, suddenly backtrack and say it's artistic expression. You got to stand up for your bullshit. You got to stand behind your bullshit. So if he's a misogynist dickhead and he said what he said to Nastia, which kind of shows that he's a bad dude, right? Someone that comes up to you at DJ booth and says, imagine you're DJs. We know when you had a dead set. We know when we played shit. I know it. We know it. You know when your mix is clanged. You know when you just haven't. You just kind of ringed it in. You reined it in. Sorry. You phoned it in performance wise. You know you've done a bad job. So for a fellow DJ to come up to you and tell you, the worst thing they can do to you is say to you, "Don't worry, man. It's all right. You're gonna smash it next time." That's acknowledgement that you've done shit. You don't want anyone to say nothing to you. You just want to pack up your bags and go home. You don't want to stay for the after hours. So imagine someone coming up to you and saying to you, "Oh, you are shit. You're not good because you're a woman. But if you come up to my hotel room or if you come back to my studio, I can teach you and I'll make you better." It's like, what? It's both a misogynist statement to make, incredibly rude, and you're also being a creep. And it obviously, if for a woman in that industry where it's not kind of, but it is incredibly male dominated, you're like, fucking no, this place is not safe at all, is it? And these guys are fucking dickheads. And you think to yourself, you know what? If somebody established is saying this to me, imagine what everyone else is saying. So I don't think it's the right way to go about things, but I just think nowadays with the way social media is and the way how attention starved people are, right? You saw the lady recently defacing the Nipsey Hussle mural or somewhere. I don't know where it is in America. It was somewhere in America. Someone did an amazing Nipsey Hussle mural, and this young lady went ahead and defaced it, writing her tag of her, whatever she is, her artist name, and some Instagram details. I'm not sure what it was, and taking a selfie on there, all that sort of bullshit. Again, just for attention, just to be viral on the internet, people to share it, and in an era where people feel as if like no bad press is. All press is good press, which I don't necessarily agree with. I think, painting yourself in that kind of light, having people look at you in that kind of way, that's going to leave a stain that's not going to really rub off. Like, case in point, the girl that, faked that she got a Harry Styles tattoo on her face. Has anyone gone to listen to her music again? I haven't. Pure garbage. Sometimes you only get one chance to make a first impression. If that's your first impression, you're dead to me. So with this Vakula dude, I just think reading in between the lines, he's a big troll. I don't think these ladies should waste their time talking to him. And I just think in general, everyone's just concentrating on doing their best work, man. Nowadays we have great female representation in electronic music. It's not as good as it could be, but it's still getting better. I think you're having a lot of girls coming up in the industry who are now fully aware and fully comfortable or have the possibility, have examples in front of them of people that look like them DJing, doing the things that they want to do, right? They're not necessarily, standing behind the decks and just dancing in a boiler room. They're actually DJing on the decks. I think that's really important. I'm always a big fan of that idea of some 13-year-old girl somewhere in the middle of England watching a video of some girl in boiler room just absolutely smashing it, DJing behind the decks. What's that's going to do to her future? She might become an agent. She might become a label owner. She might open up a club. We all need these kind of things, right? We need a lot more of these things because I think they're important to the overall health of the industry, right? We can't only have one voice represented or one voice being promoted or pushed out on festivals. And I've always said it, man. No one can lie and say that they're not happy or they don't sense a difference in vibe when they hear a DJ that happens to be female playing techno. It just sounds different. Sometimes you don't even realize if it's a girl playing. You're like, oh shit, no wonder, right? There's just a different sort of tone and feel to it. Now imagine you extend that and you're like, okay, not only are we going to have more female DJs, we're going to have DJs from different backgrounds, from different socioeconomic backgrounds, different races, different points of their life. They come from a different background in terms of music. Maybe they'll do hip hop for the rest of the first 30 years of their life. Then they suddenly go into a techno. Imagine what that's going to sound like. Maybe they were classically trained and then they got into techno. Like, let's invite as many people into the industry that want to do things, that want to take part. Because this is a thing that's annoying. It's not even like these people, it's not even like the women are just complaining because they just want, I don't know, They just want to be there. They're complaining because they want to take part. They want to be practitioners. They want to contribute to the overall health and the overall sustainability and the overall, creative output. They want to put their little marker down on the creative timeline of electronic music. Invite them all in, man. It's going to extend the lifeline of this music overall going forward anyway. It's going to make it better for everybody. And I just think nowadays there's so many platforms out there to stream your music and to get your stuff out there. I just think it's real famine mentality to be annoyed and pissed off about all the women coming in and making success of themselves. Yes, there might be an argument that some women are being pushed in front and being promoted quicker than they should be promoted. There might be an argument that some women are getting pushed in front because they're I don't know, they look nice on social media. There might be an image because some women are getting pushed in front because they have really strong political views. So what? This is the climate that we're living in now. People have their, like, I'd imagine, right? I'd go as far as saying that there probably isn't that much crossover between the fans of Nastia, Black Madonna, Peggy and Nina Kraviz. I bet you there's not that much crossover with their fans. I bet you they have a very set, dedicated group of fans, and they all do different things. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. No one complains when there's like 17 dudes doing the same sort of thing, right? No one complains about that. Who's that guy who's the Romanian dude that like essentially just swag jacked Ricardo Villalobos' whole vibe? And Ricardo Villalobos loves those guys, but he's just a Ricardo Villalobos guy. No one really says anything bad about him. No one says anything bad about Adam Bayer, playing the same set every 10 years, or Carl Cox, all these kind of dudes. They do what they do, and no one really gives a shit. It's like, come on, man. Let's just let everyone enjoy themselves. Let everyone do their thing. They're doing it the right way. They're playing in the right places. They have the right respect for the music. They are making their own tracks, right? Some of them aren't doing that whole ghost producing shit. They're actually making their own tracks from the ground up. They're DJing some of the best clubs in the world. They're playing in front of people that don't know who they are sometimes. They're having brand deals. They get endorsements. They get, like, it's good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all contributes to a healthy society, a healthy scene. I think Vakula needs to fucking chill out. And I think the girls too, just don't give him any don't feed him. Don't feed the troll. He's obviously a troll. That statement he put on Facebook, and now he's trying to get, he's trying to become all political and shit. It's like, come on, man. You're just being a dickhead. You got pissed off that all these girls are making it and doing much better than you are at this current place in time. But don't worry, man. They're having their moment. You have your moment too. Just don't be a dick about it. That's what I say anyway. But anyway.